drugs. These things are pretty interesting, aren't they? They can solve your headaches, help with pain, and make life easier to live. Drugs can be found in many places: pharmacies, hospitals, back alleyways. But they don't always look like what you take. It actually takes a long time for a drug to be made available to the public, and it's a difficult path at that. We start with the identification of a gene which is the root cause of an illness. Starting with a few thousand molecules, we test them for a beneficial response in the lab. Once we find a molecule with a good response, known as a hit molecule, we do various tests to optimize it, where it then becomes a lead molecule, allowing it to move on to the next stage. After a few lead compounds have been found, researchers then begin to test on animal subjects. The point at which a drug becomes a success is when they achieve all of ADME. ADME stands for absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. I've left this link in the description if you're curious on why ADME is so important in the process. This is the point in development where the drug has the highest chance to fail entering the market. Lack of money and volunteers are the most common areas where drugs are prone to failing. Clinical development is split into three phases. Phase 1, where there are about 100 healthy volunteers. Phase 2, where the numbers are bumped up to around 100 and 500 patients who have the disease you're trying to treat. And then Phase 3, where those numbers are bumped up to around 1,000 to 5,000. Cancer drugs have an additional phase known as Phase 0, which involves testing on a small group of patients and observing how the drug interacts with the cancer cells. And as if the drug hasn't been through enough already, it still needs to be approved by the regulating agency of the area you live in. For example, the FDA in America, the MHRA in the UK, and the EMA in Europe. After the drug is approved by the agency, it can then move on to post-market monitoring. After the drug has been released to the public, it's still required to be monitored for side effects which weren't documented or expected. Over 400 drugs have been taken back from the public due to this surveillance, and that is thanks to people like you who report the issues. So, the power to take the drug off the market if you think it's dangerous is actually in your hands. So to summarize, the process a drug takes to become a medicine is well regulated and takes a long time, and even if a dangerous drug does get through, then you have the power to report it and have it taken off the market to protect the public. Thank you for watching.